And are we live? We're live, right?
We're gonna see. Mine took about a minute, about 40 seconds for it to actually catch up.
Okay. Guys, can you hear and see both of us? Well, all four of us.
About to be 5.
I show 9 people in here.
Got 8.
Yeah, we show 8. Who are you logged in on this video? I'll use this.
I would hate to start talking now, show 8. I would hate to start talking and then nobody can hear us and we're just going on about nothing.
Oh, there we are. I see us. We're there.
So we have Fowler Family Farm with us. We've got Myke and Braxton right now, and Tonya will fill that other seat here in a minute.
Yep. Tonya's on her way over here. She'll be here in about 2 minutes.
And Fowler Family Farm just got over 1,000 subscribers and got their 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, all within 4 days of each other. That was really perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because it usually takes a while to catch up on the watch hours.
Yeah.
After you get your subscribers.
Yeah, it does.
They are also in Oklahoma. You guys are you're in southern Oklahoma, right? Southern Central?
Yeah, we call it South Central Oklahoma. It's southern, but it's still right off I-35, so it's right in the middle of the state as well.
And you're a police officer in Oklahoma City, is that right?
Yep, Oklahoma City.
Nobody's answered. Can you hear and see us? Nobody's answered. Can you hear and see us?
Braxton's phone's getting it through pretty good.
Okay.
I'm getting y'all.
Can you hear and see us?
Braxton's phone.
Yep.
Yep, we're getting
Yep.
it. Yeah, turn that one down.
If I sound that much like a hick, I just need to stop talking.
I like it. I like that.
Hey, the good
accent.
thing is we don't notice that we all sound like Hicks. Scott will notice that we sound like Hicks, but we don't notice it.
Well, Scott sounds different himself.
I don't talk like no hick. I don't know.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Braxton still has a little bit of city in him.
I don't got the hair of one. I know that.
Hey, but you know what? I was impressed when I first, I haven't been watching you guys very long. And so when I started watching, I never saw Braxton. You start at the latest video generally.
Right.
And I didn't see him. And then when I saw him, he was cooking.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I thought he's sporting this man bun and he's cooking. And then I go back and start watching videos, and this guy can process chickens too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's country.
I'm a little country. That's all.
He's a little country.
He changed his name.
But he does love the man bun.
Yeah.
I think the video might be cutting it off. The way our video.
Why?
I'm gonna move mine up a little bit.
Yeah,
Hold on a
move it
second.
up.
Looks like our heads are cut off. Just
Myke from MT Homestead is in here.
hello, Myke. Congratulations on what, like 300 and something subscribers?
Overnight,
Yeah, that was awesome.
like some kind of election or something.
I think my biggest overall 48-hour period was probably 180 subscribers, and that was from Brandon also.
Oh yeah, was it? Yeah.
That was
In one.
Yeah, that was he had mentioned me in a live stream. No, I'm sorry. We did a processing video and then went live right after that. And then our processing video, he put the processing video out the next day. So between the live and the processing video, we gained about 180 subscribers just in that video.
Yeah. And I was in that live.
Yeah.
And then I watched the video too.
Yeah.
And we've got both Mr. and Mrs. MT Homestead in here.
Hello, Terry. And
Hello,
Myke.
Joanne.
Joanne Suggs,
Hey, there's Joanne Suggs.
Carpenter Self-Reliance.
I remember I made a fool out of myself thinking Joanne. I don't know why. I thought it was I responded like, "Oh, thank you, sir," or whatever.
Thinking it was a Joe as in a man's name.
Like Joe, as in Joe.
Yeah. Joanne loves Braxton. She likes Braxton.
Braxton's all right. Pretty impressed with how well-rounded he is.
Thank you.
He started working at Chick-fil-A at 14. I didn't want a job at 14.
I wanted a job at 14. Yeah.
Well, it's Chick-fil-A, so.
I do get free Chick-fil-A, which is nice.
Oh my gosh, Chick-fil-A is so good.
Well, me and Braxton will scoot forward because I think that's the issue. I think we're just too far away. Joanne said she can't hear us very well.
Yeah.
Joanne, let us know if that's a little bit better. We're also crooked. Do we look crooked?
No, you're not crooked. You're a police officer. Well, maybe you're. No, you. You look fine. Hola, Grace. Caitlin.
And those sprinkles.
Oh, yeah, that's what I should do. Okay, so it's 8. No, it's that back one. It's the lower that back. Nope, the next leg. Yep, just a little bit, right there. Okay, we're trying to adjust our camera. We're actually.
You know what? Go ahead.
We'll see if that's better. That's good.
Joanne,
Yeah.
Can you hear him better now?
Well, Tonya's about to show up, so Tonya talks really loud, so you'll be able to hear her.
Does she?
Not enough.
I think I'm yelling because I can't hear y'all very well. I think I might be loud. I don't know. I was saying, we were talking about how you got subscribers because of Brandon, and MT Homestead went out this weekend and came up with, what was it, 200 subscribers overnight or something?
There's a lot.
The way
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. The way I found Lazy C Homestead is because I was subscribed to Paragon Ridge Ranch, and they went out to Lazy C's house and they did a video. And it's like, I didn't know she existed until, I saw her. You have to be seen. You have to be, people have to know you're out there before they can determine whether they like you or not.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and the homestead farming community is it's, even though it is a big community, it's still small enough that we can all know each other. I mean, we can all fit in. We can all know each other. That's for sure. Here's Tonya.
Tonya.
Hello.
We've been waiting on you. We've been holding the party up, waiting on you to get here.
Yeah. Oh gosh, hold on.
Switch it up on a bitch.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea what that was.
Mom.
Hopefully y'all didn't hear that.
We heard it.
That was not good.
I have no idea what it was. I was trying to get Lori's thing and it just
Hey,
popped
that was
up.
actually on YouTube. That was a
Hey, that wasn't me talking.
Like, wait.
So, Greg. Yeah, Greg's laughing at you.
Always happens to me.
This is how Tonya is. She throws a curveball.
It's about that being crooked thing.
Yeah, she hit the wrong button.
Yeah. Here we go. Live LG Homestead. Okay.
Turn it down.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I better turn that down.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start over. That was all right, everybody log
Well,
off. Let's log back on.
Live and everything up. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now you got to keep it going.
I told y'all Tonya would throw us a curveball. Yep. She'll liven it up.
Joanne, is that better? Is the audio any better?
It may take her a second to respond.
Yeah, I think we're delayed a little bit.
Yeah. So you guys, I saw this last video where you sold the goats, and I saw the other one.
Yep.
There might have been 3. Was there 3 times that you sold goats?
Well, there was the first one was me taking one goat to just an auction.
Awful.
And you got it for $100. I mean, you sold $100, right?
No, 60.
By the time we got,
Maybe it was
took
100. I
his
think it
cut.
was 100. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. I have to go back and look. But it was terrible. I won't do it
I
again.
wasn't very happy.
Not there. I won't do it again. But now the last 2 times we took it to in Chickasha. There's a goat and sheep meat sale. It's not an auction. You just go and drop them off. You drop off your goats or your sheep, and they weigh them, and you get this rate, and that's it. Just like
Yep. What the going rate is that
That was $3.10.
Yeah.
Saturday was $3.10 a pound, and 2 months ago it was $4.40 a pound, which was way better.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I explained it in the video. That's why a lot of these goat farmers like to try to sell everything right when the market's the best. They try to get their does pregnant at the right time of the year, so that the right time of the year when they get rid of those kids, it's at the right time where the market's perfect. And they try to get rid of all of them at once. Now, I have heard of farms doing 2 groups, a sell here and a sell here. And that'd probably be good too.
So are your meat goats, are they seasonal breeders, or are you just?
I breed mine once a year. You can breed them twice a year, but I only
Okay.
breed them once.
Mine are, they're all year long. My Nigerian dwarfs, I can breed them anytime.
Yeah.
Well, anytime they're in heat, but they cycle all year long.
Yeah. Mine's kind of like a deer. It could be all goats cycle like that, just depending on if they're with a buck the whole time. Mine are with a buck when it's time to get pregnant, basically.
Yeah.
Like my 2 bucks are separated. I've got a buck pen. That's where that Premier One fence is.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my 2 bucks in that pen, and then all my does are over here by themselves. And right now I only have 12 does. I want to get about 30 is what I want. And then when I do 30 goats, that'll allow me to use the 8 acres I have over here on this side that the cows are in as well. So the goats right now are in 3 acres, but when I get 30 to 40, I'll move them over here to the 8 acre side.
Which means we have to comment. You have to say, but how do you do that when you're on a live?
Just
Like,
another
somebody says something and Braxton's looking at me because you're
Just
talking.
say it to them. Say,
Okay. And I don't want to interrupt you.
say thanks,
Is it
Joanne.
okay to interrupt
Thanks, Joanne.
you?
It's Lori's
Is it
life.
okay to interrupt? I don't know.
I don't care. I don't care. Interrupt him all you want.
Yeah.
Just don't interrupt
Lori.
me.
So I was gonna say, so you took them to a meat sale. Those goats are gonna be processed, but you guys have not processed and eaten your own goats yet, right?
No, and there's only one reason, because I don't know if I would like goat meat.
I think I would.
Well,
It's
then
just I
why
don't know if
didn't
I don't know if I could cook it right.
Oh.
That's I'm
we
not a good cook.
raise our own steer and butcher him. He's in the freezer right now.
Yep.
I just don't know if I would like goat. I do like deer, but people say it's different than deer. I think next year I'll try it.
I think it's another one of those YouTube things. We have to go on YouTube, figure out.
Why would you think that it's like deer? That would have never occurred to me that it was like deer.
Me
It's
neither.
just- no,
I
it's
think
just-
it would be better.
They're similar. I mean, they're a similar type of animal.
Aren't gyros
No, that's
lamb
lamb.
and goat?
That's
Aren't they
to-
the same
that's
type
totally,
of
no,
meat though?
they're different meats.
How do you know? Have you ate lamb?
Yes. I made a gyro.
Okay.
We're having our own conversation over here. Sorry.
Okay, Kristen. The other brother, I'm thinking about getting rid of my cows and getting goats, but my fences are not made for goats. I don't think there's any fence made for goats. Do you guys?
Well, we bought goat fence. The fence that we bought for our 3 acre side is actually called goat fence, and it's 4x4 squares. It's not welded, it's woven, and it's very hard for the goats to get through it. Now, there's still a chance that they can go under it and over it, but it is very hard for them to actually get through it. We have not had any escape through the actual fence. They have escaped through a gate on the opposite side up against our neighbor's property.
Yeah.
They have escaped on that gate, where the gate's just old, and we've had to fix it a few times. That gate just needs to be replaced. And if I fix that gate, I don't think I'd ever have goats get out.
Well, I would never use welded wire for. Are we talking about the little thin welded wire from Atwood's? I wouldn't use that for anything.
Well, not only that, but even like cattle panels. You know how the cattle panels are welded?
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't even use that for goats, because
Yeah.
they could bust through that kind of stuff. We actually use woven wire, and it's very expensive. I mean, I can tell you, it's $260 for a 330 foot roll. So
Yeah.
we bought 5 rolls. So that tells you
Wow.
what we spent, and that was just for fencing. That wasn't the T post and the H post and the corner post and all that.
Which is my first thought when you said we were going to do
Yeah.
this.
When I
was
said we're doing 8 acres,
dollar
that's-
signs in my head.
Yeah, it's going to be very expensive.
Terry says that Myke says that it's more like antelope. And I have had antelope before. I wasn't a big fan.
Like to eat? It's more
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Or I thought that's what they meant by that. But I wouldn't mind trying goat. I just don't want to buy a lot of goat meat and not like it.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not a cook either.
Well, we got the cook. Braxton loves cooking.
Right.
He'll cook
Right.
it.
But he likes chicken.
Yeah, it's like chicken. But I've heard goat is good, and I know, like Myke said in here, 70% of the world. I know it's the most consumed meat in the world. Goat is. So more people eat that than anything else.
Myke, is it salty?
Yeah, is it salty? He says it's not gamey tasting.
Yeah. See, so the antelope I had was kind of gamey tasting. And it may have been the way it was cooked. I don't know. Probably.
Yeah. See, like Joanne thought goat was similar to deer, kind of like I did. I thought it was similar.
Yeah.
But I like deer. So if it is
It
similar,
depends.
I'm okay with that.
It depends on who's cooking it, though.
Yeah, that's true. Tonya doesn't like deer.
It's not salty, Myke said.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking it would be salty.
You're not going to eat while
You
we're...
don't do that to her.
You were.
No.
So,
Would you go ahead?
what's the next big animal for you guys to have when you move to your new place?
Camel?
Huh?
I said a camel, but I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like,
It depends on how things are laid out. It depends on what we get, as far as the type of land we get. I thought I would like to have sheep, because sheep is what I wanted before I got goats. And then everybody was telling me on Facebook, don't get sheep until you've had goats. Goats are easier. They don't have the parasite load that sheep have. And I found out that that's not true. They told me, I go to the vet a lot because I have 5 dogs and I have goats, and I take fecal samples in, and I do it on a regular basis because I've lost them to parasites before. And they said that goats have a harder time with parasites than sheep do. So I thought about sheep or cattle, like, raising just a couple of steers for meat or whatever.
I will tell you, goats to me so far have been the easiest. Cows are the least. Like for us, I hardly ever have to do anything with cows. They just sit out there and eat. You have to treat them every once in a while, kind of thing. The only issue I have with cows is I can't, I can manhandle my goats. I can't do that with a cow. You've got to have large equipment for the most part to do certain things, or you have to have a way to, like in one of my last videos, I showed how I loaded my 3 cows up in the trailer without equipment. You have to be brave enough to get in there and move them in. Braxton helped me. Like Cassie and Gary at Walker Farm Fam, they have all the equipment that's necessary. They can get those cows loaded in really quick and easy. But when you don't have that,
I think if you don't have at least 50 to 100 head of cows, you're
breaking
your
even.
wheels.
Yeah, you're almost breaking even. In our opinion, that's from our experience. But we still have them because we want to raise our own steer.
Right.
So we're
Which
willing
that's
to
different.
take.
That's
Yeah,
totally different.
yeah, we're willing to take the break even just so that we can have our own steer and we can feed him what we want to feed him.
Yeah.
So we know what's in him.
So he makes
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the steak. We had the steak the other day. We butchered him. We've got that meat back about 3 weeks ago,
It was awesome.
and we had steak already, and it was so good.
So 1 cow for that reason only, because then you can.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
and literally
kinda-
you could do 1 cow. with no issues.
We have 3.
We do have 3, but they're all girls. And now I'm at the point where I might make a somewhat of a profit, at least be able to sell a cow to pay for all the hay for next year. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's good.
And his uncle helps us with big equipment issues.
Yeah,
so.
my uncle's got the big equipment, so if I need to, I mean, it's 45 minutes away, so still.
If we had to doctor or anything like
Yeah.
that, but we've been really fortunate.
So, I'm trying to read the other brother.
Yeah, I agree with what the other brother just said right there. I agree with all that. Goats are very easy to sell. So are cows. Cows are very easy, but it's a lot to sell a cow. It's a lot to manage a cow, and goats you can manage yourself. You don't have to have a lot of heavy equipment. I can doctor all my own goats.
Yeah.
I got to load my cow up and take it somewhere to be doctored because I'm not brave enough to give it a shot. My bull, my uncle has my bull now. My bull is 1,600 pounds. There's no way I'm going to get in a circle with him and try to get a shot without heavy equipment.
Not without hiring a clown, right?
Exactly. And Braxton's a pretty good clown, but I don't want to risk it.
He's sitting there eating that string cheese or something.
He is.
I am.
Hey, so Lori, you were on our live last week. Is this video better than the video that we had last week?
Yes.
Like
Okay.
the quality.
The quality.
Yes, a great deal better.
Okay, because we used our Wi-Fi last week, and I thought it was horrible, but I couldn't tell. But now we're using our data on the phone. I think it looks better just from here.
It does. It looks a lot better. But the thing is, even with the way it looked then, it didn't seem to negatively affect how the live went. You guys had a really good live, especially for your first one.
Yeah.
After your first one, I think it's gonna continue to grow. I think it's gonna blow up.
I mean, I hope so. That's the goal.
Unless after one they're like, no, I'm not watching that.
See,
They eat string cheese while they're talking. Who wants to watch
Shut
that?
up! I'm so sorry.
Who wants to watch that?
hey, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in Sulphur.
Jesse and Lisa here is telling Braxton, go at it with that string cheese.
I am. Good.
So it is 100% better, Jesse?
Yeah.
Or Lisa, whoever's watching? It could be both of you. Okay, so Joanne said it's much, much better too.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, we'll start using our phone for sure then. And I have ordered Starlink. I don't know if y'all know what the Starlink is.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's it's high-speed internet anywhere, and it's through Braxton.
So his name's Elon Musk. Probably know him from Tesla.
Yes, I kind of know. Yeah. Okay. I got it now.
Yeah, that's who
So-
provides the Starlink.
He has he's like, his big thing is trying to go to Mars.
Right.
And so he's got
We got him started.
a bunch of rockets and spaceships and whatever. Well, he launched, I believe it's 200 satellites
Per month.
into the sky. And that basically is supposed to give high-speed internet wherever you are. And they're 60 times closer than any satellite that we've ever put out into the space. So, with HughesNet, that's satellite internet, but it's so far away, it takes too long and it doesn't give you very good internet. But with Starlink, they're so much closer, and because they're so closer, you can also get internet through a storm. Like
supposedly,
you're supposed to get an internet through a storm.
Yeah,
when you couldn't with HughesNet.
The internet speeds are supposed to be 150 megabytes a second, and our Wi-Fi here is about 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why our quality was so bad the other day, and that's why it takes me 8 to 12 hours to upload a video. I mean, it's not easy.
You might as well be off grid, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
So Braxton thinks when it's running slow. Well, now Myke too.
Oh, I don't like the internet. The internet's terrible here.
It's not that great here.
My cell phone gets about 20 megabytes a second, so that's so much better.
Braxton, how'd your arms get sunburned?
I went mowing
My fault.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't put
had
sunscreen
Braxton.
on.
We had Braxton mowing. We probably mow about 2 acres, I'd say. Maybe a little more than that, but Braxton mowed that today for us.
It was fun.
And I said, "Are you sure you don't need sunscreen?" And he said, "I'm fine."
Are you fine?
I am very fine.
A different story.
Hey, Phil, how are you doing?
So what do I know?
Well, you gave me a cucumber with
The
1,000-degree.
I have
on
done
it,
that
so.
before. So.
All right, when's Greg going to talk?
Hi, Greg.
Yeah.
he keeps mumbling under his breath at what's going on in the chat.
So Greg's your chat moderator?
I guess, yeah, when we're on the live stream, that's usually what he's doing. He's like, "Oh, look who came in.
Yeah.
Look what they said." But he does it, you can't hear him, but I can.
I wish I could
And
do
it's
that.
Tanya hears that. Tanya, yeah, everybody can hear Tanya.
Even when I'm trying to be quiet.
so with the property we have here is wooded, and so I think that's one of the reasons I have, well, that's not the reason. It's the lack of fencing is the reason that I've had parasite problems with the goats. And y'all haven't. And we're dealing with different breeds. Mine's a milk breed, and oftentimes when you, especially if you get into registered breeds, they breed for other characteristics. They breed for characteristics other than hardiness, Yeah. And so it's just now getting to where we can not have to worry about the parasites as much. And when it's raining, that changes, When it's hot and rainy, then we have a big problem.
That's about the only time we usually have a problem is when it's raining.
Yeah,
Do what?
When it's raining, when it's always wet, that's when we seem to have a little bit of an issue. We have Kiko goats, and they're not parasite resistant, but they're
Pretty hardy.
They're very hardy, and it is hard for them to fall down pretty good, with parasites. Now, of course, all goats are going to have some parasites, but you just don't want it to get overloaded. But we get it too. I mean, it happens here. And a lot of people, like I have a cousin that he had to keep his goats in an area that's as big as my living room. So if you have that issue, you have no grass, it's all dirt. Over a period of time, they're going to eat everything that's there, and all they're going to eat is hay and grain. And they need that extra space, like you were saying, to get out and move around and not constantly be on top of their own
feces and stuff. Yeah.
That's the biggest issue.
Yeah.
They got 3 acres. They can go. There's never a bad spot, so that is a big benefit to ours. That's a huge benefit to why we don't have a huge parasite problem. But we do.
I found
have it too.
Do what?
We do still have some parasite problems as well.
Is it coccidia mostly, or is it?
It's usually just associated with worms for us.
Okay. Yeah. I think our biggest problem is the coccidia, the protozoa. But I have found, as far as for the kidding seasons, that I like last year, I had them kidding in the fall, late fall, and going into the winter, and I had a lot less problem with parasites with the babies. The adults do better with parasites than the babies, and I found that I had a lot less problem in the late fall than having them in the spring.
Yep. Hey Jackie, how are you? Free handling maids in here.
And Tina Ladybug.
Ladybug. Yeah, that's Phil. I did like Arizona Kid's last short he put out today, where they're growing lettuce inside the house. That was pretty cool.
I haven't seen that. Had to do a lot of work today. I did. You asked me what my next. What did you say? Did you say large animal or
animal.
just animal?
Yeah.
So I did have a couple of steers for a short period of time, Let's see. And I've had a miniature pony. I think I've discussed that in a live. But I'm hoping that the next time before I buy something that I'm ready for it. That's the goal, to be ready.
Yeah. Well, we jumped in when we got our first goats. We jumped in and just assumed that our Premier One fence would be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. We quickly realized that we had to move that fence constantly to keep them with fresh grass or fresh food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so we jumped out there and got that's the whole reason we have that 3 acres over there fenced now, because we were like, yeah, this ain't gonna work forever.
We jumped in head first for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, we had.
Do your followers realize where we came from and how long ago it was?
No, probably not.
We came from the city.
Yeah, we're city folk originally. Well,
Yeah.
she actually grew up in the country
But
on a farm.
I mean, I was a
Well,
kid.
we were talking about, you got your goats from Arms. I don't remember if we were live or not when you said that. You got your goats from Arms Family Homestead. Was that your first goats?
Yeah, that was
Ever.
our first goats ever.
Ever.
And that was back that was in the fall. I'm sorry. Early spring of 2018. So that was over 3 years ago.
We lived in town.
We
in
lived
the
in
city,
town,
and
but we had just bought this place,
that
but we
was
had
close
still lived
to somebody
in town.
else.
And so we got the 3 goats. We got 3 goats, a buck and two does. And we put them in that Premier One fence. Well, then I got really smart and went and bought 4 more does. So now I've got 7 goats in a small Premier One fence. And then I had to go and buy
babies.
Yeah, and then I had to go buy 2 more strands of that Premier One fence just so I could keep up with what I had.
And it's not cheap.
No, that's not cheap either, but it's very handy. I really do love that fence. It is great fence.
Leave the dogs alone. I can't hear it.
So you know how like Hidden Heights has Jerkface Jr.
Yep.
I think I had the original Jerkface Jr. because I bought my buck a year before he did, and that thing was a jerk. He was just like Jerkface.
He was not.
He was. Yes, he was a jerk.
He got to be when he got a little older.
He was actually a very cool goat. We actually did.
Yeah.
We did love him. We sold him to a guy down the road, so we can actually drive down there and see him.
But I think he's probably a jerk face now that
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got all full testosterone.
Oh, yeah, he's huge. Yeah, he's a big goat.
I bet he's huge.
Yeah.
We need to run down there and look at him.
But now
Did you see?
Huh?
I was gonna see. Did you see her comment? Jackie's comment.
Oh.
Skinner Farms has a jerk face heifer.
Oh, yeah.
Jerk face heifer, yeah.
Bella is. We don't know.
Where'd she go?
She is definitely boxed. She's behind us. She's actually back here.
Bella.
Yeah, you definitely saw her in the last video.
Come here.
But Bella, we rescued her from Red Dirt Boxer Rescue.
Come over here.
So she's mostly boxer, but I'm pretty sure she's got something else in her.
She kind of reminds me of my mom's dog a little bit in the face, but we don't know what she is really completely.
I would say she's more boxer than anything else, but she's definitely 100% boxer. But we rescued her we've actually rescued 2 boxers from the same place. Our first one we had for probably 7 years, and she passed away, and then we went back and got Bella. We've had Bella for about 6 years now. Red Dirt Boxer Rescue here in Oklahoma.
When I got my goats, you were talking about not having enough fencing when you got yours, or you thought you had the fencing but didn't. The very first time I got a goat, it was one goat. It was a buck, and I didn't have any fencing up.
Yeah.
Then I went out and got a second goat, which was a doe, because I realized real fast this buck was not going to stay in the shed by himself.
No.
The first one I got,
actually. Okay, so I have a good story. So the goats we got from Arms are not the first goat we got. We got a goat about a month before that from my cousin, and it was probably the same goats y'all have. Y'all have Nigerians, right?
Nigerian something.
Yep, Nigerian dwarf.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Cutest
He was
little goat
adorable,
ever.
yes. But we got one goat, and that was a mistake.
It is.
When he got out of my hand, day 2, because we actually kept him for a whole day, and day 2 he got out, and I didn't get him, and he's gone.
He took off.
We never found
He
him.
was like a gazelle.
We looked for
Just
3 or 4
off he
days
went.
and never found
I
him.
was like, huh, okay, well.
I'm hoping he
First
went and found
goat
some
fail.
goats. Yeah, I'm hoping, because there are goats around here. You know,
Yeah.
even
Somebody's got him.
I doubt it.
I don't know. Hopefully someone has him.
Probably. I know these little Nigerians, they can easily clear a 4-foot fence. I've seen it. If they don't want to be in, they won't be in.
Yeah.
But luckily, I don't have problems with mine trying to get out. They'll get out if we leave the gate open accidentally, but they don't go anywhere. We come home and they're in the yard, you know.
Yeah, we can let our goats out here now, and they'll come up and eat right around us and stay right around us. They like being around us. It's funny. They don't run off or nothing.
Until you start eating them.
Yes, Jackie. You're right. Jackie said it's funny that we have boxers and Bostons, which look like mini Bostons.
Mini boxers.
Boxers.
Yeah, they do. Those dogs do look a lot alike, just
Yeah.
different sizes.
Did y'all sell all of the puppies yet?
Yeah, we sold them all. We sold the first 6 within a day or 2,
Yeah.
really. And then we had 1 left, and the guy that just kept going back and forth with us, he decided he didn't want her, so we already had another waiting list, and we sold to that waiting list.
Okay.
We still have people.
Let me ask y'all. Huh?
We have still people in the waiting list.
Yeah, we still have people on the waiting list too, just in case people back out. But let me ask everybody that's in this live: if I put up a camera on these puppies and just let the camera roll with nobody talking, nothing going on, would people actually watch that? Because I see it out there on YouTube. Uh-oh.
That startled me.
It did me too.
I see it out there on YouTube where people have puppy cams, and it goes all day long, and it's huge. And I know I'm not a huge channel by any means, but I wonder if that would actually work. Like, would people actually sit there and watch that stuff? Because I caught myself watching it for like 30 minutes today. It was labs. It wasn't Boston's, but
I mean, it's addicting to see cute little puppies.
Personally, I wouldn't see me just sitting there watching puppies or whatever. If it was a premiere, or like if you were there with it, you know, talking, I would chat with you while it was going some.
Yeah.
But these people in here definitely could. What's up? Creekside Maples is in here.
Hey, Tony and Joni.
But yeah, they do.
Yeah, like Jackie said, people do, but she would.
Yeah.
Kind of the same way. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't think I would.
I can't spend my time watching that. I'd probably watch it for a minute or two. Like today, I caught myself watching 30 minutes, and I was like, "What am I doing?"
It does.
Avoiding chores. What do you
Yep.
think you're doing?
Are the static love cameras hours out? What's that mean?
Oh, that's what that would be. Just sitting there watching.
Oh, okay. They're cutting
No.
those out.
No, yeah, no communication back and forth.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, but if we were in the chatting with you, would that count as static? Or
You would think that would count.
Yes, Homestead. Aquarius. I got
that's
you
not
now.
gonna work.
You meant to type live.
Oh, damn.
I just didn't want to say it out loud.
well, now that we've got it out there.
Yeah, Braxton is with us, Tony. I don't know if you saw him earlier, but
Oh my
he's
God,
coming back
that's
with
funny.
more food and something else to drink. He thinks this is a.
He's just having a
Yeah.
good time.
That's funny.
I said he wanted a party.
Yeah.
You can't have a party without food.
This is true.
Well, so I mean, Tonya embarrassed herself earlier, so I guess it's Mike's turn, huh?
No, I'm not going to. That Homestead Aquarius. He's the one that said it, or she.
Oh, gosh, that's funny.
So yeah, Joanne, maybe like a 15-minute live every once in a while. And the only reason I would really be interested in doing it is just so that, because all my puppies have been sold through YouTube, so they're all, I don't know any of them. watched our YouTube channel, and that's how they've come in contact with us. So I think it would be cool for them to watch their dog live, but I don't know if
Yeah.
stick around.
Yeah, I guess it would if you were purchasing one. That would be fun to watch.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like Myke thinks it would work from MT Homestead. He thinks it would work, and just make sure I tag it correctly, which you definitely have to tag it right.
Do you guys have turkeys?
No turkeys, no ducks. We've got 15 chickens, no quail. Like right now on the farm, I don't have any cows right now on the farm. I took them all to my uncle's to get pregnant. So right now on the farm, I just have goats, dogs, and chickens.
That's what I have right now. Yeah. And I was I don't know. I thought about turkeys. Again, I had turkeys before, and then I just ended up selling them because they frustrated me because of because their poop was so much bigger than the chickens. And I had a smaller fencing then, and now my chickens have a bigger area.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would probably have
I can
to
see that.
I'd probably have to build a certain area for them. I would like to, just for our own.
I want a couple
food.
ducks for my pond, but I don't think they'd stay there.
Ducks are nasty.
Ducks will stay if you raise them.
Um,
Yeah, ducks will stay. But I've heard ducks are nasty.
really?
Yep.
Hi, Gail. Yeah. What kind of ducks do you want?
She doesn't know. Probably white ones.
I don't know.
White ones. Right now we have a duck sitting on eggs. We found out yesterday.
Yep.
Yesterday, and I mean, chicken eggs, duck eggs. We don't know what's under there. They could be anything.
Last time I checked, there was some chicken eggs and some duck eggs.
Nice.
Yeah.
What Jackie's asking something here.
They need a big area.
Oh,
Oh,
Bye, Connie.
that's cool. You can do overlays.
It's pretty awesome. Braxton, you're dork. I have not watched that channel.
I haven't either.
You just rescue turkeys.
That's cool.
Okay, Connie, we'll see you later. Thanks. Yeah. Homestead Aquarius saying ducks are nasty. They need a big area, and that's the truth. They can't keep the water clean, and so
See what.
Yeah, so.
I don't know. It's just nasty. They can't keep the water clean.
Myke just said that his koi fish went crazy on watches and on TikTok, and we're the same.
Really?
We're the same way with our puppies. Our puppy videos are our best videos.
Mm-hmm.
They do the best for us. We've got a video that's got close to 12,000 views. And it's just puppies playing. It's our 6-week-old puppies from last year, and it went really quick. It went obviously that's not viral, but for us that was viral, and it went really fast. And then our best shorts are our puppy shorts.
The latest short that I have was a raccoon that we trapped, and I put it up on Wednesday, and it's got 1.5K views. And it's like, it's a raccoon in a trap. It's eating Vienna sausages.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's your stuff. It's your stuff that you don't normally do that seems to do the best.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Just so y'all know, this little guy right here has got a TikTok video that went super viral.
Really?
250,000 views,
Yeah.
What was it?
48,000 likes, and I gained like 1,000 followers.
It was just a video of him at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it was just, what happened was my iPad overheated, and so I asked my supervisor, like, hey, what should I do? We call them team leaders, but I said, like, what should I do? My iPad overheated. And she said, just go sit in the freezer.
Go sit in the cooler. Yeah.
And I was like,
Okay.
okay, I mean, I'm fine with that. It's hot. I'll do that.
So he put
And
it
I
on TikTok.
videoed it.
So he videoed it and put it on TikTok.
And I put that on TikTok. And
Okay,
everyone loved
why
it.
why did she tell you to go to the freezer again?
Because he worked the drive-through line outside, and his iPad that you do all the orders on,
Overheated.
it
overheated.
overheated.
Oh, okay.
So it shut down.
Right.
So she said, go cool it off in the freezer, in the cooler.
Hola. Emma's in here. And Jackie's asking, what's your channel?
I don't have a channel, but I have a
TikTok.
a TikTok. Oh
It's
gosh.
his TikTok channel is just type in Braxton Fowler and you'll see it.
Type in, Braxton Fowler.
Type in Braxton Fowler and you'll get his name. His name's weird.
My name's cool, but yeah, just type in Braxton Fowler and you'll find it.
Yeah, I don't understand the short shelf thing. I'm putting out shorts because I can, and we've had a couple hit the shelf. But I'm not sure if it does any good.
I'm gonna get a lot of views. Yeah.
She said that.
I think it does do some good.
If you're monetized.
No, it doesn't do any good monetize wise. I think it helps you. Like I bet I've picked up 50 subscribers off my shorts.
Oh, really?
Notice like when my shorts go
Leave her alone.
not viral, but when they get 5,000 or 6,000 views, I'll pick up 5 or 6 subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but that's more than I normally pick up. Now here lately, I've picked up a lot of subscribers every day. I think I'm averaging 10 subscribers a day right now, which is good for us.
Yeah.
I mean, I was used to averaging 1 to 2 subscribers a day, for a long time.
Shorts can do
and-
good. They're really like a commercial for your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
agree
know
with
for
that.
myself, like I'll just sit on YouTube Shorts and just keep scrolling and scrolling.
And when he finds one he likes, he
And
subscribes.
whenever I find one that's like super interesting, I know I follow a person who they bought like a rundown, dilapidated like barn, and they turned it into a house, and that was so cool. So I followed them, and that kind of stuff just interests me, and so.
And so you'll subscribe to someone based on a short?
Oh yeah. Well,
That's what they do on
because
TikTok too.
the shorts.
So I think that's why.
The shorts are the best content that you want to put out.
That you're
For
talking
this generation.
For this generation.
That's true.
Their attention span, Lori, is about
Hey, that's not
60
true.
seconds.
It is true.
That's not true.
I mean,
But
you got to
me
get
and
their
you,
attention.
I'm
the same
us,
way. You just can't keep it.
Our attention span's a little longer, so we can watch 15-minute YouTube videos and be okay with it.
Oh, 15 minutes kind of rough for me.
Me too, Lori.
I'll
do it sometimes if I like you, but
Girl,
Yeah, Tonya is a squirrel.
I can't do it. It's probably bad. I probably shouldn't say this because I don't know the whole. I'll try to watch it, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
So I'll go do something else, and then I'll come back and watch. Always, like, it's usually if I'm in my car and I'm driving somewhere, and then I'll watch. But at first, I'm like, oh, I don't have time to do this right now, and I'll go do something else.
Yeah, Tony at Creekside Maples, he's saying that it doesn't do much good for him. He only gets maybe 200 or 300 views. We get a lot of that too when I post like a short of something that I already do on my channel. I don't seem to get as many views. But when I post something that's not really part of my channel, I seem to get a lot of views. I seem to get more views that way. Now my puppy shorts, I don't do a whole lot of puppy videos, except for about 8 weeks straight. I do 1 video a week for 8 weeks, and then I don't do puppy videos for another year. So my shorts, I still don't consider that part of our actual channel, but when it comes to puppy shorts, but like Tonya put on a short, that catfish at the Okie Noodle and Dill, and it did pretty good because it's just stuff that we don't normally put out there. And I think we probably gained, it seems like we gained about 5 or 6 subscribers from just that one short.
Freehand.
I was gonna go ahead.
38,000 views.
and 100
and 100
subs. Yeah.
subs.
It's good.
Yeah.
So I wonder what that was about.
So I was wondering how you knew you got subscribers from a short.
Well, I'm assuming it's from that short because what I'm assuming is my normal rate is 1 to 2, sometimes 3 subs a day, average. Sometimes none. I mean, there were times where I'd get no subscribers 3 days in a row, and then 1 or 2 a day for 3 or 4 days in a row, and then all of a sudden we put out a short and we get 9. So
Right. Okay.
I'm assuming it's the short that made the difference, not
Probably.
anything else. And that short got, like 1.2 thousand views in one day. So that seems like that would make a difference. I mean, it seems like that's what caused it to happen. And maybe not. I mean, we could be way off base here. And maybe that's not what caused it.
Well, I mean, Free Hanley says that she's gotten she had 100 subs from a short that had 38K views. But I don't know how you know, because I've only done a few shorts, and the biggest one has gotten 1.5.
Did you notice if you picked up subscribers after that? Like, did you go from like 420 subscribers to 428 when you normally don't jump that much?
No.
Free Handy said the short that they did was removing yarn from a Cabbage Patch Kid doll's head. So it was probably one of those.
Yeah. I don't even know what they call that niche, but
There's a niche for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Braxton watches, the stuff that you just could watch over and over again. The
like
weird stuff.
satisfying stuff.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
it called? What's that called?
Super satisfying. I mean, just satisfying
It's just
videos.
super satisfying for some reason. Or like somebody popping zits.
Ew.
It's weird.
That is disgusting. What are you talking about?
But there's a
That
niche
is not
for it.
satisfying.
No,
Pimple.
For what?
there's a TV show for it.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry, we're having our own conversation.
Sorry.
What did you say though? A niche for what?
People love watching zits being popped.
and people love watching those rhythmic, self-satisfying stuff. I know it's
Lori
weird.
is never going to invite us to another live.
No, you know what? You're right. No, I'm just kidding. I have heard that about the zits, and I don't. It's not.
There's a TV show about that stuff.
Right. So like, there's just. I mean, I'm not saying I like to watch it.
Yes,
but
right there, Dr. Pimper.
Yeah.
Dr. Pimple Popper. So weird.
See, Creekside.
Sensory videos.
Okay. Sensory videos. Somebody said.
Yes.
Living life in the slow lane with Paula and Randy. Hello. They're just stopping in to say hello. This Creekside Maples. Are you watching them?
Oh yeah.
They're characters, aren't they?
We've been watching them for quite a while.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I got started watching them. I can't remember who got me started over there.
I don't know either. Well, if they're coming Ridge Life, maybe. I don't know.
No, it wasn't Ridge Life. It was somewhere else.
Do you remember?
Tony,
I bet
Tony, how
Tony
did I get to your
remembers.
channel? I don't remember. Oh well.
What is ASMR? Am I missing?
Oh, that's audio, sensory,
Motor.
yes, motor reflexes or something like that. It's basically like super, like a certain sound will just like fire a neuron in your brain that makes you super like satisfied, something like that.
And you'll sit there and watch whatever it is.
Right, and
And you sit there and think, why am I watching this?
Yeah, Tony, it just happened. Yep. Tony's that good.
Yeah.
I mean, he
I
just
think he's
brings
just so
people
good.
to his channel. Yeah.
I can't remember either.
Oh, by the way, everybody in here that follows me as well, I did apply to be monetized today. So I've got my 1,000, I got my 4,000, and I hit that apply button today. So it'll probably be, I'm on step 2 and it says in progress, and then it says it could take several days to check this part of whatever they're checking. So hopefully here in about 5 or 6 days, I'll be monetized.
Yep, that'd be awesome.
So, do you know how I heard they check your videos. Like, does somebody sit there and watch your videos? I mean, how do they do that?
got to be a robot, I would think.
It's
I don't know what they're-
algorithm.
Yeah, I don't know what they
Yeah.
check it for. I'm not 100% sure.
I
I don't even really know.
Somebody might know.
Creekside's monetized, I think. We could ask him. Whoever's monetized in here, let us know what they check. Thank you, Joanne.
Yeah, I'm super excited about you guys getting monetized.
Yeah.
We are too. Thank you.
Yep.
It was awesome.
It is awesome. And like I mentioned in my last my live, I've got a goal set, and it's going to take years and years and years, but I got time.
Would you like to share your goal, or is that a?
Oh, well, like I was saying in my live, I've got several reasons why I started this. One is so my family in the future can see what me and Tonya were like in our, unfortunately it's in our 40s, not our 30s or 20s, but so they can see what we were like at this age. You know, when they're 48 and 49, they're going to be able to look back and say, there's Nana and Papa.
There's
when
Dad,
they were
15 years old.
Yeah,
There's
there's
Dad
Dad
when
when
he
he
was
was 15 and now he's 60. You know, that is really one of our big goals, is we wanted that out there
Cool.
because we don't have a good way of keeping home videos. We're not
Yeah.
good. We're just not good at that. We've tried and tried and tried, and we've lost a lot of it.
And it
So-
just goes bad.
Yeah.
Like whatever. I don't even know
Right.
what happened to most
Yeah.
of them because it was on some computer that.
A disc even.
Yeah,
Discs
and it
go
just
bad.
went bad. You have all. It was awful. It's awful.
So that was our first goal, or one of our goals. Another one was just for the fact that as a police officer, you're just a different person than most other people. And I don't want to be that way. So I want to be more open and more social. And as a police officer, you kind of fall into that reserved area and you stay
Yeah.
there. And it's just not fun. So I'm using YouTube as a way to open up and be more social and be more like other people, I guess. And then, there's several other reasons. And a third reason is
Somebody said stop.
oh, whatever.
Creekside.
So another reason is, I've got 19 years on, and so a year from now I'll have 20 years. So I can retire at 20 years with 50% of my pay for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I start drawing it right then and there. So I will get 50% of my pay, or I can keep working and get 62.5% or 75%. Depends on how I go. All right, too much information. Anyway, when I retire, I'm responsible for my health care. Like right now, I pay very little of my own health care. I pay basically $168 every pay period, I think. So for me, that's really good. That's cheap. But when I retire, it's going to go up to about $1,200 to $1,500 a month. And so I want to use YouTube as a supplemental income to help me pay for that. So when I do retire, my health care is taken care of just through YouTube. And if it grows bigger than that, then great. But really, that's my goal. My goal is to reach that. And I know that doesn't happen overnight. I mean, we've been doing it a year, and I just got monetized. So it's probably going to be 2 years down the road before I'm looking at that kind of money, at least, maybe 3 years. And I'm okay with that.
We pray a lot, so it's really is.
It's in God's hands.
Got
And if
what
that's
God
what God
wants
wants,
of
then
it.
that's what
Yeah.
that's what'll happen.
So I don't know that.
Enough about me.
I was gonna say I don't know. I don't have those type of goals. I don't have any goals really. I'm just enjoying doing the YouTube thing.
And that's
Yeah.
perfectly
Good.
good.
Mhm.
That's a good thing. That's a good
Yeah.
way to look at it. If you only want to do this to have fun, do it.
Absolutely.
Because you're not going to have any of the headache that other people have goals with.
Right.
Oh, it's stressful trying to get, it is stressful. I didn't realize how stressful it is, but it's also like, I don't know, I was telling somebody the other day, it's kind of like a video game, watching the analytics and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only one, but it just, I don't know. There's something about it that's not just the videos, and of course, when we started meeting people, like when we did the prior meetup, that changed it. Like, cause you start meeting these people and you get there and realize you already know them,
Yeah.
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 And it was like really comfortable. And I feel like this other one's going to be, at least as good.
Yep, that's how the Okie Newland was for us.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
know Mike and Terry were there, and we didn't even get to see them there. And I know I would have recognized them if I saw them. So it was just obviously one of those things where we just didn't cross paths. But when I saw like 5M and when I saw Chrissy at Paragon and Walker Farm Fam, I didn't recognize them all. I felt like I did know them. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you guys jumped in, or Mike, when you jumped in, before we started, I wasn't uncomfortable at all talking to you. I felt like I'd known you for forever. I just.
Yep.
It's interesting.
Is my hair fixed?
Yeah.
He
crazy.
said, "Hey, we're doing a live tonight with Lori," and I was like, "Oh, good. She won't care what my hair looks like."
So you throw a cap on there. We're good. Maybe.
Hat on.
Yeah.
Lazy days ahead.
Maybe if your video might go viral. It might.
I'm gonna have to find something. I haven't hit that viral. I hear these people that they put out one video, and they gain like literally 8,000 subscribers from one video because they get 500,000 views in 2 days. And I don't have those ideas, so I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know.
The algorithm is what it is.
It's got to be something weird about
It's
that.
just like there is no reason that my TikTok video should have gone viral at all.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a good video. It sucked. The quality was terrible. You could barely hear me. But for some reason, the algorithm said, "Yeah, you know what? Let's show this to everybody today."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
It was
reason.
just random.
And I posted that video probably 2 months ago, maybe a month ago.
That's probably
Just
A month ago, and I'm still getting notifications of people following me and liking the video.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
he still gets thousands of views a day. It's weird.
And there's no reason that should be happening, but it's just the algorithm for some reason says this is going to happen now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could be the tags or it could be
What are you about to think?
the subject or whatever, but
Way back, Tony. Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh no. No mask, no vaccination.
That's what the part about being a video game is trying to figure out that algorithm, how to get in that.
Yeah,
But
true.
Hey, Charles.
like I said, I started following Brandon on Rustic Woodworks because Arm shouted him out, and I just went to the channel. Well, I mean, and I subscribed and I follow them and I get in their live chats, and I would have never done it had I not known that they were there. So they got a shout out, right?
Yeah.
And then once they got that shout out and got some subscribers, then the algorithm kicks in and they start, and it's not just them. I mean, it'll be the same for MT and it'll be the same for you guys and Lazy C. But at some point, YouTube starts showing more of your videos, and I'm trying to think, what is it? What point is that?
Yeah, I know from 0 to 500, even though I did get a shout out from Brandon at one of those points, I still felt like I was growing slow. I still felt like I was constantly going backwards because I would gain 30 and I would lose 20. I would gain 40 and I would lose 30. I mean, it never failed that I would wake up and, wow, I lost 10 subscribers today. It's one of those, so you're constantly feeling like you're going backwards. And I think eventually, if you pick up enough steam, you'll constantly be going forwards, and you won't even realize you're losing people.
Right.
Because I think you're still losing them, but I think you're gaining people as well, and it's covering up that loss that you're seeing.
You mean you get more gains than you will loss, and that's how you won't notice it.
I think so, yeah. But I do believe in that theory that if you don't like a video and comment, I believe there's a good chance YouTube kicks you from that.
Yeah.
I do believe in that because
Absolutely.
I know it for a fact. It's happened to me. I've had to, like 5M, for example, 5M Homestead. I know I've subscribed to their channel 3 times now. Because when I first got on there, I don't know if I necessarily watched and commented, so it kicked me off. So like 3 weeks later, I subscribed again, and I watched the video, but I didn't comment or like. It kicked me again. So I know there's times I've had to resubscribe to people for no reason. So I believe it happens for sure.
And we went. Somebody said something. I wish I could get a shout out, but we went.
Lazy C.
We weren't getting those. You just keep grinding. Don't even worry about it. Just continue to keep posting, and really, just doing it for whatever your reason is. Do it for that, because at the end of the day, even with arms, they're going to get so big that it's going to have to become something that they enjoy doing. So just do what you love, and the rest. And
like we were talking, Lori, before we went live, I'm not going to ask anyone for a shout out. I'm not going to walk up to say like Walker Farm Fam. I'm not going to walk up to them and say, hey, can you guys shout me out? I'm not going to do it. That's just not who I am. But if they get to know me and they want to do that, that's
cool.
That's different. And like Brandon, I never asked Brandon for a shout out, and that's who I've gotten most of my subscribers from. But I love Brandon. I love watching all of his stuff. I participate in all of his stuff, so that's why he gave me a shout out.
It has been really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and then the people come first. Like your relationship with Brandon or Walker Farm Fam comes before YouTube. Period. I mean, or it's not a friendship.
Really think about it too much, but what do you think about like trying to balance that with your subscribers who have nothing to do with being a channel? You know what I mean? That just watch you and like to, they don't really know what all goes on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So there's like a balance there, I think.
Yeah.
How many subscribers? Lazy C, how many subscribers you have?
She's got, I've forgotten. Honestly, I'm real close to her and I don't understand. She should have more. I had her on here last week, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't have a whole lot of subscribers for her to be seen. And she's got, like I said, for someone to follow my channel, they would have to follow the story. They would have to like me personally or us personally and follow the story. But she's got she said she's got 446.
Yeah.
With hers though, she has got they processed a pig on YouTube, right? They're actually they're homesteaders.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
Right. And so I don't understand. I don't know what she needs to do. It's the thing with that algorithm. I feel like once she gets to a certain point, that'll kick in and
somebody will see her and want to watch it.
Yeah.
And it'll just take off.
I think one thing that's helped us a little bit also here recently, like I was saying earlier, I was getting 1, 2, or none subscribers a day for a while. I actually started focusing on Instagram as much as I was focusing, not as much as YouTube, but I started focusing on it. And I've probably picked up, I would say 20 subscribers in the last month just from Instagram.
They come from Instagram to YouTube?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
See their Instagram, and I never even knew they had a channel. I never even seen them over here on YouTube, but I've seen their Instagram. Now I see them over here on YouTube. So I think that's a big play in all this too. Is if you have more than one social media and you try to link them together, I think you'll grow quicker as well, because you're going to see different audiences on both sides,
right? And
they should cross.
I just started an Instagram about 2 weeks ago, and I keep getting people following me on Instagram. It's like, where do they come from? Like, I don't know these people.
Well, I know on Instagram for me, I'll actually click on someone and it's much easier to, exactly who's following them.
Creekside said we push a lot of content on Instagram.
Yeah. You can actually go to see who follows them and you're like, oh, hey, there's another farm channel, and you'll check them out and you go, oh, I like that. You can't really do YouTube. It's not like, you can't really, on YouTube, you can't go to someone's subscribers and see who's following them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mine are private anyway.
Yeah. Creekside Maples, I follow them on there. I follow you, Lori.
Yeah, I follow you too.
Jesse and Lisa, I follow them on there.
It's really difficult to get followers across social platforms.
It is.
Morgan
It is
from
difficult.
Gold Shaw Farm has mentioned it before.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just trying to figure out Instagram. I don't understand it.
I put Tonya on the TikTok deal. We haven't posted any videos on TikTok yet, but
since you put me on it,
she's in charge of it. And
why? That is very passive aggressive of
But
you.
the key to that is like our Instagram. When you look at our Instagram profile, it's got our YouTube address in there. So
yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that.
yeah, make sure you do that so they know you have a YouTube channel.
Well, I gotta figure it out. I don't know how. I don't know how to try to figure out how to put links in my description as well on YouTube. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, and earlier Charles said he watched all of our videos and hit play overnight. I appreciate that, Charles. Thank you very much for that.
I just noticed it is after 7.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you like to stay on your schedule, don't you?
Because there are other lives that
I got you.
I think Gail's going right now. I just don't like. I don't know. I'm gonna start doing some random, huh?
I'm the same way. That's why I left at like 55 minutes last Thursday because I didn't want to interrupt Midnights. You know, I knew everybody was wanting to go over there and watch anyway. So
Yeah, you didn't want to sit there by yourself.
Yep. Hey, Tim just showed up for you.
Speaking of Tim, what's up, Tim?
Craig said it's at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
He's an hour ahead of us.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. So I am gonna get off here because I don't want to take other people's. Do what?
Well, an Arkansas veteran said it's getting hard to find a night someone's not doing a live.
Yeah.
Like lives have gone
Viral.
crazy over the past 2 or 3 months. Like everybody's starting to do them now. Like more of them. All right, Lori, you want to get off here? We're gonna go eat dinner anyway. So.
Yeah, we haven't eaten too.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys coming on.
Of course. We
All
enjoy
right.
Good luck.
We'll see you in Sulphur for
All
sure.
right, guys, for sure.
All right.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Let me see if I can figure out how to end this.